Okay, so here I have an old Acer laptop that I'm going to be recycling tomorrow. I believe I actually made a video about this before a few years ago. This used to be my mom's old laptop. I think she bought it like sometime in 2012. That was actually my first laptop at the time. Before that, we had an old compact Presario desktop computer. It had a really slow Athlon XP processor. So even though this particular laptop, it's not very high-end, but it was a major improvement over what we had at the time. So this is actually an Acer Aspire 7741Z-4433. And this has an Intel Pentium. See if I can get this to focus for you. Has a P6200 Intel Pentium at 2.13 gigahertz. The Intel HD graphics. Has a 17.3-inch display, which is the main reason my mom actually got this laptop. Because she's legally blind and she has a hard time seeing small displays, the laptop she has now, sorry about the focus, the laptop she has now is actually quite a bit smaller and she has a hard time seeing it. So I'm going to be trying to upgrade her to something a little bit bigger in the future. Anyways, so this thing has 4 gigs of RAM. So at the time we got it was, well, it wasn't a huge amount, but it did what I needed it to. It could handle a bunch of Chrome tabs, could handle a few light games, something like Roblox, Minecraft, no problem. And it used to have a 320 gigabyte hard drive in it, but I took that out because I'm going to be recycling this. I actually took out the hard drive and the RAM whenever I recycle a laptop. I take out anything that could possibly be useful for another machine. So about this laptop, so it worked fine for a couple of years. After a while, the hard drive in it just got really slow. The install of Windows 7 it was really slow. Things would take a long time to open. The computer would take a long time to start up. But it never actually stopped working, though, until recently. It was a very reliable machine. It just started randomly doing a weird thing last year, where every power supply we hooked into it, the laptop would actually fry it. It would work for about a month or two, and then it would just kill the power supply. So I took it out of service. My mom ended up using a Chromebook for a while. Then I replaced that with an old HP laptop that I restored for her. So let's take a tour of the machine. So I'm going to start on the right-hand side. Let's try to turn on a light for you. There we go, that should be better. So we have 2 USB ports, an optical drive, which actually is taped together because this was dropped at some point and the bezel for the optical drive just fell off. Okay, and on the front we have the SD card slot and really nothing else. On the left hand side have the audio in and out jacks, another USB port, HDMI, VGA, a very screwed up vent. So, like I said, this was dropped a few times. My mom never took really good care of it, so it's in rough shape. And then we have the Ethernet jack. And as you can see, the power jack is actually completely missing now. I have no idea where that went off to. I never took it apart, and I actually never found it like on the floor or anything. So yeah, this laptop's never going to work again. I'm not even going to try to fix it. It's too old. It's in too bad of a shape. Okay. And then nothing on the back. And except right here, this is where it took a really big hit. It's actually a huge crack going on right here. And it's been like that for a few years. I don't know exactly when it happened, but I know it was something my mom did. Okay, I'm just going to cover up the COA. And on the bottom, there's just the manufacturer label. Again, the model number is 7741Z. And this is where the hard drive, the memory went. All that's been removed. And then there's the battery right there. The battery actually never held much of a charge. Even when the machine was new, the most I could get was like an hour. as the battery got older, it just, if you unplugged it, it would last like maybe 5 minutes before dying, just recently before the laptop killed itself. So, it's really not much more I can talk about this thing. I can't fire it up since it's no longer working. There was a missing key there. My mom tried to tear it up to get some leftover food gunk, but she broke something in it. Well, there's really nothing else more I can say about this thing, so tomorrow when I go to work, I'm just going to bring it in for recycling. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.